We can do some zooming in when we're grafting.
Hey, bee people. So, 3 for 3. We're looking for some 12-hour-old larvae to make a graft with. Our first graft was not that great. It never is. I don't even bother me anymore. But there's a lot of bees hatched out in just a few days. And if you remember, we put like 8 or 9 frames of brood in there. So they're hatching out. We got some bees in our cell builder, so that's a good thing. So we looked at a couple hives, and they're have a lot of capped brood, but no real young. The queen's waiting for some of that to all hatch out before she starts laying some more. She's laying a little bit, but there was nothing there to graft from. I would say in a week or so, the hives are just going to be busting with bees, and
She'll have help and start
she'll
laying
have
more.
help, right?
Yeah.
To feed that young. So it would be the same if you bought a package that she would lay up as much as she could with the amount of bees she had, and then there would just be that pause because the bees that you got in your package are now too old to feed the young royal jelly. So the queen had kind of stopped laying, and until that brood hatches out. That's the time you requeen that hive, right then. So about 3 weeks after you get that package and put it in.
That way the new queen will have help for her young.
Yeah. Because in package queens, hey, they're just commercial queens. They are what they are. And the percentage of success with them isn't very good. So anyway, here we are, hive 1 and 2. If you go back and look at the last time we did hive 1 and 2, this thing was a monster. So since we weren't doing so good in the last few, we decided to come and look in here. So,
We've got a little porthole.
oh yeah, they're tripping me out. These bees do some weird stuff with this insulation. Some of them don't even like it. They'll just eat a big hole and drag it out. Some of them propolize it shut. I like when they do that.
And some of them make little holes
And some of them make
climb
little
up
holes.
through it.
I think they're looking for a place to...
Make wax.
Oh man, this thing's crazy big. Let's see. I mean, she's stuck shut.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at all the drone. Oh my goodness. Look at all that.
All right.
Lots of drone up in there.
I'm thinking spring's coming. This is what we really are looking for. When you start seeing drone like this, hey, it's getting ready. We'll have to start really thinking about swarm season. And that's why we're trying to make a bunch of queens. Here, if you can see that, there's a drone.
It looks healthy. The
They
larva
look real
does.
good. They look real good.
Nice and white, no mites.
So our mite treatment, that regimen that we did last year was Apogard for 6 weeks. And then I think we went back in end of November, December, we treated, we used, sorry, I'm paying attention to the bees, oxalic acid through
In the fall and winter.
sublimation, which is just turn it into a vapor. We did that. Some of them got twice, not all of them. I mean, we never did dig in this, did we?
I don't think so.
I think we did tilt it.
Yeah, we just cracked them open, saw where they were, and walked away. Like that.
Hey, smoke me over here.
Well, you're right at their front door.
I mean, there's brood all down in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of brood right here I can see. Oh, that's a monster. Oh, this is crazy big. All right, they stung me. All right, we're just gonna stay up here.
Good idea. Up here and back here. They're busy.
Here, I'm gonna shoot these girls down. I know when we looked in here, they looked okay. We might even these out here when I get a chance
There's a nice drone.
because this thing's crazy big.
Flying drone.
Blind drone, man. We need some virgins because it's coming. When I tipped this up, I saw a bunch of swarm cups. Nothing in them. It's still a little early. But they're thinking about it. I went from looking for some 12-hour-old larvae to, man, this hive's awesome. We looked at another one that was just as good, not quite this big, but it looked good too. So we haven't been in our hives for a minute. We're bad beekeepers. No, last time we were in, we gave them a bucket of syrup. So that's 10, 11 pounds of pro sweet and 3 pounds of sugar. All the ones out of this yard, out in the field. So that should have held them over. And now we got blooms going on. They're pulling in liquid and pollen, so they don't need us to feed them. Man, there were drones walking all over this frame. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to get this to you. I'll try to hold it still. I don't know if you can see all these drones. They're all over. Oh, I think we're going to get it here in a second. So this is all pollen with drones all over it. Little fuzzy tail drones. They'll be flying here pretty soon.
They're flying now. They have a different buzz to them.
No, look at this. Eggs. Oh, man. There's not enough here. We're getting close. We're getting close.
It's incredible how far this hive has come in the last year.
Yeah. If you remember, this hive was, man, it was going to die. And just giving it some new frames, requeening it,
Treating it.
Turned it into this.
In 1 year.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Here, possibly. We need like 50. Now that our cell builder has hatched out and there's a boat ton of bees in there, we we're going to go ahead and make a full graft, which is around 50.
I think so.
You
Front and
think so?
back. We should give them a pollen patty too, you think?
Yeah. Oh man, there are just drones everywhere.
Yeah, I thought that was a drone frame from the top looking
No,
at it
I
down.
mean, I don't know if you can see this, but all of this right here is drone.
This frame's
And
got
then
boys
this
all over it.
is all drone here. Get you a little close up. So all this is drone brood. And then worker brood here. And then on this side, about the same thing. And this is a really good queen, so we encourage her to make drones. So Robin thinks that's the frame we want. I was going to go ahead and look at everything else up
Yeah.
here.
I'm going to put it in to keep it warm.
Yeah, I think this is the one we want.
I can feel the heat coming out of there.
Yeah, it's a monster. We're going to have to deal with this soon. It'll be in the trees. Hey, look at that one. I think that's a real good frame.
Yeah, this is better.
Yeah, that's a nice frame. It's getting a little heavy. So it has some cat brood. They're hatching out. They're backfilling this with nectar. Got eggs on it though. And there's some pollen on here too. Woo, look at that. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th frame I pulled out of the top. And the bottom, it looked pretty good when we tilted it up.
Here's Mama.
Got her?
Yep. She's got eggs laid all the way out to the edge of
Yeah,
this
I was
thing.
looking at that. Let's see what's going on here. There's too much honey in this thing. Oh, this one's heavy. I think we got a couple frames of comb.
Yeah, she needs it in a pollen patty because it looks a little bit dry in there. These drones are everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fun seeing them after months of not seeing them.
She got some eggs there. No, there wasn't none on that. Let me hit the top of that. This one pin's leaking. Norman can't get him to work. All right. This is queen at. Hold on. Let me push these girls down. I've been in here a little long.
Well, they want Mama back too.
And they want their queen back too. Correcto mundos. Where's she at? Oh man, see a looker too. I think this is a ninja queen.
Probably with the amount of brood she's got so early.
I don't know if you can see that.
She's a lovely lady.
Bring her up close.
Homegrown.
Yeah, we made these. There you go, girl.
There she goes. Big tail down. I'm gonna brush these off.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. So this is why you just don't go shaking frames, right? You could have shook your queen and then that would have hurt her abdomen. And then the same with this. I don't want to shake them because all that larva is in there. And if you shake this bee, that sudden stop, that little larva is going to, boom, scoot down to what would, well, it is the bottom of the cell. I know people say just shake them off. I'm totally against that. Because if you hurt a bunch of larvae at the wrong age and they slide and they get hurt, you don't know what's going to happen. And if it's hurt, they're just going to consume it. So you could probably, you'll lose all them bees. You don't know it because you're just going to put it back in there and they're going to come back and know it's hurt and they're going to consume it.
And then you've just created more work for the whole
None
hive.
more work. All right, see ya.
See ya.
So I'm just going to put this back together a little bit here, and we're going to go graft. So we're going to make another one. We're going to try to actually show some close-ups of our graft. Some people ask. I don't know how well we're going to do with that, but hey man, keep smiling. And if your hives look like this, you better think about what you're going to do, because these girls are out of control, and it's just the end of March. So I think last year we started splitting a few of our hives around the 12th or something like that, two bigger ones. So that's why we're trying to get some queens together. But hey man, keep smiling.